Hi, my name is Wendy Pitkin and I'm here interviewing Phoebe DuPont for Bay Islands Community Services Seniors Week. What brought you to the islands and when did this occur?
My first husband brought me to the islands because he was born on the islands.
All right.
And he was coming home. So he found out that the property we're on now was for lease with the option of buying. So he took me up, showed it. And I said, how soon can we sell our hotel, which we were in Ipswich. And of course we were here in May. And May 68.
Ooh, quite a while.
Been here ever since, yes.
64 years. That's a long time. 54, yeah. Okay, so on this block of land you bought, did you have a house or did you have to build one?
No, the house has been there, and they're not quite sure whether it was built in 1924, 23 or 25, somewhere around about that.
1920s.
Yes.
So it's been around for a while. What was it like on the islands in that time?
Very quiet, all farming. That was the what everybody was doing in those days, and worked very well.
Right. What made you get involved in the community?
Well, when you're in a small community like this, of course you eventually get involved with everything that's going on, and it's just what happens when you're in a small community. You feel you've got to contribute because you're just giving back to what's all around.
So what type of community involvement were you in?
I was in the Horticultural Society. I didn't join CWA because I said my daughter wouldn't sit still long enough, so I gave CWA away. My husband used to go to school for meetings, and
BICSI.
BICSI, yeah. And if there was anything else on, you always contributed. There was all community things. We'd have gatherings down the jetty sometimes, and the roadworks and all that had to be done by the people on the island. And those who couldn't physically do things, there was always tea and coffee and sandwiches that was supplied, so you're always in that. But the Horticultural Society was a big thing in those days.
Yeah, because of farming and everything, you sort of covered that.
Yeah.
So all the islanders chipped in and built the roads.
Oh yes,
and well,
the old council never got here till 73, so there was a lot to be done between now and then.
Yeah.
Roads that are here now didn't even exist. Centre Road was fractured. It went as far as Davison Street, that is there now, and you used to go down what is Davison Street along that way, and then follow the ridge all the way along down to the bottom. And
yeah, because that's where the tip is, isn't it, Davidson now?
yes. Yeah, just in front of the tip there, you used to go and follow the ridge all the way around that way. But High Street finished at the corner of Minjerribah Road, didn't exist. The High Street used to come straight down past the cement works, through the swamp, and go through the bottom of our property into, I think it's Magnolia Street now, and used to come along there and go down Davidson Street.
And how did you get around on the island at that stage?
Oh, everybody had cars, varying degrees of roadworthiness, but they still all had to be registered. But well, you didn't have too many police or that in those days, but everybody, well, there wasn't the traffic there is now. You'd be lucky if you saw half a dozen cars a week sort of thing. Wednesday and Sunday you'd probably see more cars on the road because that'd be the farmers taking their produce down to the jetty to go to the markets.
Have you enjoyed living here over the years?
Oh yes, definitely. I wouldn't live anywhere else. In fact, I thought of, after my second husband died, that I'd put the place on the market nobody wanted to pay me what I wanted, so when I got cook, I decided, why would I go anywhere else? And where would you go that have what I've got here? No, it's really great.
Have there been any memorable events that you have been involved in or felt that made an impact on the island life?
Oh, I don't know. I think the flower show we put on every year, it was a yearly thing, which used to be... Pardon?
Twice a year.
No.
That's pretty in the autumn.
Oh, yeah, but the autumn got lost quite a long time before we finished, because it just... I think the island started to get more people in here then, and there was less people that were prepared to do it twice a year. But it was always a big event, and getting the ambulance established, that was quite an achievement. I don't care what anybody says it was. The fighting I had to do. QAS knew who Phoebe DuPont was. A lot of them weren't very happy to know my name, but we've got the ambulance.
Yeah, and I think that's a very good achievement.
Oh yes, and then I put on a art show after my daughter died. We did that for 10 years. It was very successful. So only small contributions, but
there are a lot of people on the island that do have specific skills in those areas.
Oh, yeah.
And the island seems to attract a lot of people that like to do flowers and plants and craft.
The horticulturalist I was still going quite well, only the insurance went from normal to ridiculous. Was we had to fold up, of course. We just couldn't afford the insurance.
Yes, everybody that
affected a lot of people, a lot of businesses, and
a lot of yearly events everywhere.
Yeah, got stopped that year. Yeah,
it was just ridiculous.
That's right. Yeah, but yes, I still every spring I look and see what would be suitable for the flower show. You don't leave it behind.
Well, you can make a mini Toowoomba.
Oh no, not anymore. There's too many people now, and to organise anything now, it is such, as you know from here, it's such a hassle to get people to join in and do anything. So a lot of things get suggested, but they don't get carried through lack of participation.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it, unless there's anything specifically that you can remember that might be of interest to other people.
Well, not that I can.
There used to be a lot of annual events organising around the school or around the church hall. You'd have for Queen's birthday, we'd have cracker night down at the hall, and everyone would buy their crackers and get kids and let them off, which was good fun.
They stopped that sort of thing.
Yeah, all those things. Yeah.
And if there was a particular job needed doing at the school, whatever, they'd have a working bee, and people would all show up and lend a hand for that.
It's the same with when they had to redo the pool, the tidal pool that's down there. Everybody would be down there, and the older people that had no family able to work, they'd be there making the coffees and teas and everything like that. So everybody can contribution to whatever was there. Yeah. So that was, it was really well done in those days. But the community spirit is gone. There's just too many people now. It's just becoming a suburb, which is sorry, but because where I live, it doesn't worry me.
You just come down to the shops and do your shopping.
That's right, yes. Yeah. And there's so many more conveniences now than what there ever used to be. You know, you can just about do everything here on the island now, which is great. There
are a lot more things that could be here too.
Oh, definitely. There's always more that could be done, but yes, it's a little bit hard to get things done over here.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time today.